My name is Kristen Germeroth. I worked in hotel revenue management for nearly a decade before coming to Hackbright. I transitioned to software engineering in part because it was the closest I could come to turning my love of creating Excel spreadsheets into a full-time job. My project was inspired by my previous career. Until the end of my tenure, we had no way to track TripAdvisor ranking or scores besides manually visiting the website and keeping track of the results, which we did on an Excel spreadsheet, naturally. PopWatch, short for Popularity Watch, is a Flask and Python-based web app that scrapes TripAdvisor data on a daily basis, stores it, and then serves it up in a friendly, interactive format. The first challenge was collecting the data. TripAdvisor has an API, but is very restrictive with access, so I was on my own. I started by downloading the individual TripAdvisor HTML pages for each hotel and then using Beautiful Soup, but I ran into problems several weeks in. The data quality had deteriorated to the point of being completely unusable, as you can see. I found that a regex-based process was far more stable. I used cron jobs to schedule the web scraping to happen at 1 a.m. on a daily basis, and then stored the data in a PostgreSQL database. My favorite part of this project was creating the dashboard page where I display the data. I used chart.js to render the data. Every element above the chart has an event listener. Each time one of these values is changed, an AJAX request is sent to the route, with all of these selected options packaged into it. These values are used in SQL Alchemy queries to query the database. Query results are packaged in appropriate chart elements and sent back to the browser in a JSON format, where the data is fed into chart configuration parameters and then the chart renders. Of course, I could not resist putting in a download CSV data option so that my fellow Excel lovers could manipulate the data to their heart's content. Perhaps the biggest challenge were the two pages that utilize React. I wanted to use React because it was uniquely suited for how I wanted my page to look and act, as well as helping me to increase my comfort level with JavaScript. One of the React pages is used to modify competitive sets, which are groups of hotels the user can specify. Every part of a comp set can be updated on this page. You can change the name. You can make this the default competitive set. You can add some hotels. And you can remove other hotels. If you want to, you can just delete the entire comp set. When the submit button is pushed, the values for each field are sent via an AJAX request. The received data is compared to what is in the database. For comparing added and removed hotels, I use setmath. And then modifications to the database are made accordingly. Out of the entire project, this page was by far the most frustrating to make functional, but because of that, it was also the most rewarding and satisfying to complete. I'm Kristen, and thank you for your time.